All righty then. I want to welcome all of my friends from Facebook and LinkedIn that are watching this, including my friends on YouTube. But I especially want to welcome all of my students and guests that are participating in this live broadcast. Now, August, I am celebrating my 29th year anniversary in network marketing. And I have to tell you, changed my life, and I'm watching it change the lives of so many people. So for those of you that are participating in boot camp, as I told you when we finished our first session, if you have any questions, please put them in the chat window. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give all of you, let me pop over here. At 1 o'clock, we have I have my coaching mastermind session. And so I'm going to give you the link right here. Put it in the chat. That's going to be at 1 o'clock. All right. So 29 years in the business. And my personal goal over the next 5 months is to help as many of you as possible to go as far and as fast in your business as you'd like to go. I heard last week, all of my old students are coming back. And let me just do a quick screen share. About a week ago, I heard from a good friend, Patrick Zima, an incredibly successful person. And now that we had one little conversation, every time he does something on Facebook, every time he does something on LinkedIn, I get notified. Pat, back in 2010, was starting a horse business. He paid someone $5,000 to help him get it set up on the internet. The guy told him, well, you need a website, and then you need to develop a list of 5,000 people. So you have to have something to give them. And then you need to market and advertise to drive people to the website. Pat jumped into my December boot camp in 2010 when LinkedIn had 90 million people. Then he asked me to coach him. That $10,000 he invested is what he paid me on 2 occasions. First time, I helped him build his business, Magnawave. Then he came back about 7 years ago. He had another business. I helped him with that, specifically using LinkedIn. And the business that I helped him build, he sold 3 years later for a couple of $1 million. Now he's into something new. We just talked the other day, and we're going to be talking next week because he's got something even bigger. And for those of you that are here for the first time, welcome. This is what happens. There's nobody that's been doing this longer than me, and my students keep coming back. So we just started our August boot camp for Facebook and LinkedIn. And I got to tell you something. It's been responsible for creating two generations of online 6, 7, and 8-figure earners. You are all heading down a road, and there are so many new things that I'm going to be sharing with you in this boot camp. Thursday, we had our first one, creating your page. On Tuesday, connect with people. We're going to dive into new categories, new scripts, things that you've never seen before. Communicate with them, close them. And I want to remind all of you that you have access to last month's boot camp, where we had an extra session, the daily routine of top earners. 10 important lessons from Napoleon Hill, the daily routine that takes you to the top, how to develop $1 million mindset. So if you haven't connected with me on LinkedIn, that's the link to do it. And let me just start out. I have a few lessons here that I want to share with you this morning. And then we're going to open it up for questions. If any of you have profiles you want me to look at, you have conversations you want me to go over, please type what you need in the chat window. The longer you're not taking action, the more money you're losing. Every day, you can be talking to 5, 10, 15, 20 people or more. People that you know clearly need what you have, want what you have. The only thing that stands between what you want from life is often merely the will to try it and the faith to believe that it's possible. Now, Rich DeVos was one of the founders of Amway, and he has got loads of phenomenal motivating messages that you could be sharing with people. But this is for all of you. In fact, this was one of the first motivational messages that I sent out years ago. Think about it. The only thing that stands between what you want is the will to try it and the faith to believe it's possible. The past does not equal the future. With consistent effort and persistence, you can achieve any goal that you set for yourself. Any goal. So today, we're going to talk about goals. What you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. Now, goals are the blueprint to success. So what are your goals? Why are you in your business? What's your goal for August? What's your goal for the next 3 months? Where do you want to be business-wise in 90 days of Halloween? What's your 1-year goal? Where do you want to be on New Year's Eve? And what's your 5-year goal? Setting goals is the first step to turning the invisible into the visible. This morning, we're going to dive a little deeper into the whole goal setting process. A goal without a timeline is just a dream. Now, these images that I'm putting up on the screen make incredible posts that you could be sharing on Facebook and LinkedIn to generate conversation. Your dreams are only your dreams until you write them down. Then they're goals. Goals that are not written down are just wishes. And a goal without a plan is only a dream. And so 4 times a year in our top earner retreats, we release our top earners 90-day game plan. Now, some of you that are now participating in Max GPT, you've got the 90-day game plan. Now, people who wrote down their goals are 42% more likely to achieve them than the ones who didn't. Telling a friend increases this rate by 70%, 78%. So July marked the beginning of the second half of the year. How did you do in July? Well, July is behind us. So now it's a question of what do you hope to accomplish in August? More importantly, what do you want to accomplish by the end of the year? You'll do more business and make more money than you did in the first half. In boot camp, we talk about the power of yet. You're all learning new things. Some of you have never done anything on social media, and you went through the first session of boot camp, or you've been through a couple of my trainings, and you're thinking, I can't do this. And the truth is, yet, because anybody can do this. With enough information and enough practice, anybody can do this. For those of you thinking this doesn't work, yet, anytime anyone has ever come to me and said, Max, tried your program, it doesn't work. It didn't work for me. Not 95% of the time, not 98% of the time, 100% of the time. Anybody came to me and told me that, either their profile is not adjusted properly, they're talking to the wrong people. In most cases, they're saying the wrong things. It's a combination of bad profile, and they're just pushing out a sales message to people. I don't know yet. There's a tremendous amount of information that we need to know. And this morning, I hope to accomplish lifting the veil on how you take this massive amount of information I'm making available to you and make it work for you. It doesn't make sense yet. I don't get it yet. Everybody gets it. And finally, I'm not good at this. With practice, everyone can be good at this. With practice, perseverance, and persistence, nothing can stand in your way of becoming successful. Nothing. How do you develop the mindset of a top earner? We covered in the 5th session of last month's boot camp. So you want to make sure you watch that recording. So instead of saying, I can't do this, say, I can practice. Instead of saying, this is the best I can do, say, I can keep moving. Instead of saying, I'll give up, say, challenges help me grow. You've heard that expression. Rome wasn't built in a day. The wonderful thing is everything that you've done, if you've been on, let's say you're on LinkedIn 10 years ago and you have a profile, anything that you've done is not wasted. So instead of saying this is too difficult, say, I'll try another way. Instead of saying, I'm afraid of making mistakes, say, mistakes help me to learn. And instead of saying, I don't understand, say, I can keep learning. Instead of saying, I fail, say, I won't give up. Do not disqualify yourself before you start. Now, this sounds familiar to everybody that was in the first session of boot camp. And now we're about to go deeper. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe in, the mind can achieve. 10 lessons. Now, as part of your boot camp, we've actually given you a downloadable free version of Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. I suggest every one of you read it over the weekend. Your achievement starts with a burning desire. Start now with what you have and find better tools along the way. Show the world what you'll do instead of telling them. Happiness is found by doing, not possessing. Persistence will beat every failure. Weak desire brings weak results, and 99% quit from temporary defeat. You're not paid for what you know. You're paid for what you do with what you know. Continuously pursue knowledge, and failure is only temporary. So, since we're talking about goals, I want to talk about how to set your goals and then achieve them. Because achieving and accomplishing any goal is one of the most satisfying pleasures of life. Winning a race, beating the competition in your market, ridding yourself of a bad habit, all give delight and define success. Achievement and accomplishment does not happen accidentally. They're the result of clearly defined goals that are acted on until completion. Goals determine what you will or will not become or accomplish. To be or not to be is directly related to your ability to set or not to set a goal. So let's talk about the definition of a goal. A goal is an end toward which you direct specific effort. Three elements of a goal: an accomplishment to be achieved, a measurable outcome, and a specific date and time to accomplish the goal. So why is goal setting important? Goals establish direction in your life. If you never set a goal, how will you know where you're going? Goals identify results. If no goal exists, so how do you measure your progress? Goals challenge you to grow. If you never set a goal, how do you move out of your comfort zone? Goal setting improves your self-image. It improves you today and makes you feel better about tomorrow. Goal setting gives you confidence. Your frustration is immediately lowered when vagueness and doubt are replaced by focus and concentration. And goal setting forces you to be specific. It's the first positive, obvious step to success. Goals, little goals, followed by bigger goals. So let me give you the anatomy of a goal. First, what? The what is the goal, which provides direction. When you bring somebody into your business, you should know why. What is their why? Why are they doing this? Why are you doing it? What? Then why? The why is a set of personal benefits which provides fuel to reach the goal. And finally, how? The how is the map that provides the mile markers for achievement. Okay. So before we jump into asking your questions, if you got any questions, please ask them now. I want to talk to you about Max GPT. It is virtually brand new. And if you haven't registered for it, and some of you I'm noticing registered for it and purchased it in early July. And refunds have been issued to everybody. There are a number of you folks here that haven't reordered, and you need to reorder by Wednesday. If you don't reorder by Wednesday, you're going to lose your place in the matrix. Because there's an affiliate program attached to this. Now, so go to maxgpt.com, and I got some directions for you before we're done today. And actually, let me do this. Oh, got ahead of myself. Okay, so go to maxgpt.com and follow the directions. And you could pick either the monthly $19.95. For those of you that do that, you get a 7-day free trial. Save yourself 2 months by ordering it annually, or lifetime success at $297. You'll have an opportunity to purchase some additional training programs. Mike Price, someone that I've known for years, who's built these things. And when I made the decision, because I've never done this before, I've never added an affiliate program because I wanted people to make money in their business. But since 70% of the people in network marketing are orphans, decided that I'm going to add an affiliate program to this. So you have some options to upsell, buy some of my digital courses. And like I said, we've added an affiliate program. $19.97 monthly, try it for free. $199.70 is annual. And when you refer 3 people, you get it for free. You'll earn a $65.90 commission when you recommend it. And the lifetime, $98. So when you go in to buy it, the upsell is our whale book. Downsell is the game plan. And most people are getting the whole Endless Free Leads digital course. And when people that you refer buy any of the upsells, you also make commissions on that. All right. So let me come back over here. Now, what I really wanted to spend time with is once you have it, then check your email because we have directions. You click the yellow tab to get Max GPT. You've got a unique link. We're going to give you, and by the way, these are all being updated. We have a whole new new images that you're going to be able to use to share it with people. We're going to give you, make sure you use your link. And all of these, again, are being updated because it's been out now for 2 weeks and the success stories are pouring in. We even have a new video that explains it. Now, for those of you that are in boot camp, and by the way, just like all of my boot camps are different, our summer retreat is going to be unlike anything I've ever done before. We're going to dive deep into why a company like Rodan and Fields, network marketing company that's been around for 9 or 10 years, changed to a true affiliate model. And that cuts out the business builders. We're going to talk about 6 different companies where leaders are leaving because of compensation changes. All right. So let me pop over here. Let me look in. Well, Bonnie, do it. And let me say this. Apparently, some of you are having difficulty that live in Canada. Excuse me. And there seems to be an issue putting in zip codes. So when you go to place your order, and this is crazy, when the order comes up, the first thing you have to do is you have to go to the country and specify you're in Canada. If you don't do that, you put all the rest of the information in there, and then you got to put in your zip code, it screws up. So if you do that, when it comes to your zip code, just put in 12345. Okay, 12345, and you won't have a problem. Now, let's talk about profiles. Go over here and let's take a look at Bonnie first, and then we'll look at John. Okay, so Bonnie, do you see yourself here? Are you on LinkedIn? Because I don't see you. Oh, here you are. No, that's Bonnie Dixon. Okay.
Yes, that's me. I got married, so married
Okay.
name.
Congratulations. Okay. So what business are you trying to build?
LifeWave.
Okay. Now we have a case study of one of my students that is building a LifeWave business. And it's cover, the picture, the headline, and the about section here.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, what people read about you. So is this your LifeWave business?
Yes. It's just a website, and then it leads them to an appointment with me with LifeWave.
Okay. And the website, how do they get there?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's see if I've put it into
Let's connect.
connect. Yeah, if you
See what
click there,
this
it should
see what
connect it.
this is.
Let's see, make sure it works. Yeah, that goes right there. And then if then there's a place to meet with me, explore your options.
So how long is this? How long have you been doing this?
3.5 years. I just made director. Um, I've been following you. I've been to some of your boot camp. And I think part of it is just that consistency factor of me reaching out to people right now.
Mhm.
I'm really pushing through right now. I had a lot of stuff going on this past year, but it's an open track. So I'm really excited, and I love following you, Max, too. Such a wealth of information. Renata Lundberg is who I follow, and she
Oh,
mentions you.
okay. You know, again, I talk about Renata.
Mhm.
She's one of my favorite people.
Yeah.
And uh, I guess it was about 12 years ago. Renata was recommended, a good friend, a mutual friend recommended her to me, and she was building a different business. And
Yes. Mhm.
she wanted to use Facebook to build the business. She was
Mhm.
already $1 million earner. And um, Univera, I,
Yes.
she was with the company for 17 years, one of their most solid producers. She had a number of people that had also made millions. And then in November of 2000, I think it was 2020, company sends out an email. Thank you very much. We're going to an affiliate model. We're going to let people buy our products over the internet. And they basically told their business builders, screw you.
Mhm.
And it was a shock. And in fact, Renata was just, I mean, blown away. It's like to give it a real sense. It's like coming home from work early and finding your spouse in bed with your next door neighbor.
Mhm.
That kind of a devastating feeling. And the thing and when it happens, it can be devastating unless you know some of the things that we've been teaching in our retreats for years. Because when you're in a business, you're betting on management, you're betting on things that you have no control over. But if God forbid, if anything ever happens to that business, then you do what the top earners do. And what do? You find another business, which is what she did. So she goes over to LifeWave, and then she needed help learning about LinkedIn. And again, if you do it on Facebook, you can do it on LinkedIn, and one of the things about Renata is she provides incredible support and great training. Now, so my question to you is this.
Mhm.
Let's go back to your website, not to
Mhm.
your landing page. So what happens here is social networking law number one. What people see on your profile is what they expect you want to talk about. You have the ability to go on here and to search for people that clearly have a name. People that are looking for this, looking for that, and people that have the skills to be successful. So what happens is when you come here, somebody looks at your profile. Okay.
Mhm.
If I wanted to know about you, so you're a global business entrepreneur, a holistic wellness advocate, lab type lifestyle coach, a TV host, or how to get the job you love. Okay. Now, if I'm looking for a job, or if I'm looking to change careers, what I mean,
Is it too
laptop.
much?
Well,
Uh,
if you're using the wrong words,
Okay.
okay, you're using the wrong words.
All right.
And we'll look at some other profiles and I'll show you. You want to be the person that has the skills that the person that's looking to start a new life has. Okay? How to get the job you love. I'm not looking for a job.
Okay.
And so the issue is this. When you give people information about your company, all right? I don't have to, there's no curiosity. I can go here, I can read it, I can look at it. And unfortunately, you're not the only person on LinkedIn that is selling LifeWantage.
Right.
For that matter, you're not the only person on LinkedIn that is in network marketing. So what happens is, I guess what we have to look at is how has this been working for you so far? Because listen, if you came back and you said, Max, this thing is working for me, I'm talking to 10, 15 people a day, and I'm rank advancing like crazy, okay, then I'd want to reevaluate this. And again, it all comes down to who you're talking to. So there might be a niche that you're able to reach and talk to. So what's director? What level is that in the company? Is that first level, second level? What's director?
The the question is what I'm a director now, so that would be I was a manager, now I'm a director, and so I'm just one level up, but I'm already aspired to go to the next level. So I have to, the part where I think I'm waffling is how to be a team leader, and I think I finally figured it out now. I didn't get that part, but I easily connect with people, but I'm curious about, I want to clean this up because I hear what you're saying. It's kind of a mishmash, isn't it, of all the things I'm doing.
Yeah. And now, as far as being a leader,
Hmm.
how many people are in your organization right now? Customers, how many?
Oh, there's about 130 on I have, it's the binary, so 130 on one side and probably about 70 or 80 on the other side. But active working people, I just only have a few out of all of those. A lot of them just turn into customers.
Right, that's fine.
Yeah.
Right. So first, you can look at what Renata does. Now, initially, Renata is wonderful. She's got a training schedule where she brings people in and she does training for everybody. So I mean,
Yeah, I'm actually one of the trainers.
perfect.
Yeah.
So what you need to do is you need to communicate with all the people that you're connected to that are looking to build a business, and you need to and communicate with them on literally at least a weekly basis. I'm here to help you.
Okay.
Let them know what tools are available to them for
We
help.
have an amazing, like you said, Renata, is just our tools are after the 3.5 years. Oh my gosh, they're so wonderful. It's just
Right,
all coming together.
right. So then basically you bring people in, you the first thing you do with these people is you find out, look, why are you in this business? I mean, what do you want to accomplish? I am here to help you, and get them to state why they're in the business, what they want to accomplish. And um, and then a very easy thing to do. Let me see if I can find it, because this was initially oh, good morning, sweetheart.
Hey, Max.
I'm so glad you're wearing a shirt. Uh, my wife,
Yeah.
never mind. I love you, sweetheart. I'm not gonna tell that story again. Whoops. Gonna move this over here. So what Renata used to do is she used to get, she used to tell her customers about my webinars on Sundays, Mondays, and Wednesdays. And her customers would get excited. I'm crossing my fingers. Let's see.
Max, I just want to tell you that since I started working with you personally, it was a one-on-one coaching session. And since I have been able to send our associates to your free webinars, to your boot camp, our business has completely changed. So many people who have been with us for many, many years are now coming out and texting me and emailing me and telling me that with your social media method of operation, they are now on board building a business. It's incredibly exciting to us because these are people who deserve it, and I know they can be successful with your methodology.
So what you do is you go back to your customers, say, listen, you love the products.
Hmm.
If you'd like to see an easy way to make some money, then direct them to my Sunday, Monday, or Wednesday free classes. They'll start to get excited when they see how easy it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Great idea.
Yeah.
Great
Now
idea.
what happened with Renata was after not Kivana, Univera pulled the rug out from under her.
Mm-hmm.
She used everything that I taught her about Facebook, and she goes back to the people that she helped build the business. Said, listen, this is what leaders do. Found another company, great products, solid management, and I'm going to be building it over here. Join me. And they followed her. In 6 months, not only was she at the top, but the people that she brought with her were so impressed that she ended on their leadership advisory board. As far as you being a leader,
Mm-hmm.
just keep this in mind. You know more about the business than the people you're bringing in.
Mm-hmm.
So you just have to plug them in to Renata's trainings, because Renata's so busy, she's not going to be able to help these people. You're going to help them. If somebody asks you a question that you don't know what to do, you reach out to Renata. What do I do? people ask you the same question 3 or 4 times, you know, you'll have these answers.
Mhm.
Don't worry about being a leader.
So up in the search bar, Max, I'm usually searching for holistic healing and that sort of thing. Should to get a whale, because I think I found one the other day. What do you search for when you're looking for actual network marketing? Should the Rodan and Fields be a target to go researching them?
Well, sure,
Mhm.
sure. But in fact, um, let me just talk about whales for a minute.
Mhm.
Easy to find a whale, all right? Communicating with a whale, networking with a whale is another story. And when we're searching, it all comes down to using you have to be exact, you have to be precise. In other words, if you spell something wrong, then the only results you're going to get are people that also spelled it wrong. So you're looking for people in fields. Like, for example, what did you do? Let's come down here. So you're a manager. What was this from the Heart Solutions? What was this?
I was send out cards at that time for about 16 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now one of the things that you could do, all right, you could go up here and look for people and send out cards. You got to type it in exactly.
Mhm.
Hit the enter key. You go over here to people. All right. Now this is an easy strategy. Okay, because you used to be in send out cards.
Right.
And we have a whole series of scripts for that. The thing is, you want to be looking for people. Can you get on that 1 o'clock mastermind thing?
Today?
Yeah. Well, anyway,
Not today.
all
Unfortunately,
right,
I'm already booked out for today, but
all right. Well, but here's the bottom line.
mhm.
You should be, your goal should be to talk to 10, 15 people every day.
Okay.
And there's some definite changes that you need to make with your profile. But LinkedIn has made it easy for you to go back and reach out to the people that you know in advance need what you have, want what you have. All right. So boot camp, just so I want to make sure I get to everybody. Let me type in John here. So I'm glad you're back. And see your profile. Let's look at the full profile. So remember, it comes down to picture, the banner, the headline. Now, John is just getting started. And so, you know, let me unmute John. Now, military service, for those of you that have any kind of a military background, a very, very easy target group of people. Morning, John. Thank you. Is going to be people in the military. For example, you're in the Navy, and what we need to do here is we need to add here, kind of like your resume, you know, your work history. We want to turn it into some of the things that we've done. I had one of my favorite students that I worked with long ago also served in the Navy, and he was on a nuclear submarine. And, and so what he was able to do, you can come up here and you could do a search, U.S. Navy. This would be one category of people that you could talk to. And we go to people. So there's 634,000 people in the Navy. Now, you're going to see people that have that green open to work thing. So this person was in the Navy, was an air traffic controller. But you can come up here and we could filter this down by U.S. Navy retired. You got 42,000. You come up here, U.S. Navy veteran. $38,000. And a very, very hot group. U.S. Navy transitioning. In other words, they're getting out of the Navy. And they're looking for something new. Years ago, when I was working with everybody on AOL, I had a student. He was a sergeant in the Army building an Amway business. And he was stationed in Korea. He was in Korea for, I think, 12 years. And whenever people were, and he was in Amway. And so when his troops were going back to the United States, they're transitioning out of the Navy, he got them all hooked up in Amway. He was an Amway diamond before he left the Navy. And so this would be one group of people. Let's go back to okay. So what are you you sent me the link to the website that you were doing, but what did you do before you got into network marketing? What's your background?
Well, actually, I've been in and out of network marketing for years. I got in Amway in 1963 and been in Amway a couple other times. It just hasn't been that productive. I've made some decent money, but never been in the upper echelon of earners.
Mm-hmm. What were some of the other companies you were at?
One that just went out of business. I've left some, and some have left me. One that left me one was Electi. They were selling products from Swiss Pharmacon in Switzerland.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, I can't remember. There have been so many that were just short timers, like only a few months to maybe a year and a half, and they don't stick in my memory that well.
Gotcha. Okay, so you went to school, you got out of school, you went into the Navy. Now, what were aside from network marketing, what were some of the other things? What were the jobs?
Okay, yeah, I got you. When I graduated from college, actually, I went to college for a while and was really disenchanted back in the 60s. So I quit college, joined the Navy in submarines, 7 years, got out in 73, went back and got my bachelor's in business and joined Weyerhaeuser Company. They were a great company. I just didn't feel like that I was progressing fast enough, and I was on salary only, no commission. And so I moved on to Louisiana Pacific. The same thing there, although they were promoting me to larger salary, I knew that I wasn't at my right potential there. And then I went to wholesaling lumber, and the company that had been around for over 100 years went out of business after I'd been there a year. And I mean, I was making 20 grand a month. And so I said, man, the heck with this. So I went on the road selling small tools, doing car shows, boat shows, motorcycle shows, home shows, any kind of show, hobby shows, model train shows, Christmas shows, any kind of show that there was all over the nation. I was in a different city every weekend for almost 10 years. So I sold, that was face-to-face cash business and
Mhm.
did very, very well there. And so that's kind of my thumbnail sketch of my history of working.
Okay. So, and it's a fascinating history. And what you want to do is leverage your history. See, it's all about stories. And so you went to work. Let me put that link in again.
By the way, if you're not familiar with Weyerhaeuser, they're the largest lumber sales company in the United States, and maybe they're number one or number two in relation to Georgia Pacific. They go number one and number two. They rotate there year to year, but they're a huge company.
Well, see, the thing is that you become, I'm gonna put the link to the mastermind session in the chat. Okay, what I'm gonna do for you, because what happened? Oh, here it is. Let me come over here. I'm gonna send you a link to your LinkedIn chat. So all you have to do is click on that if you could make it. We're going to be getting into every Saturday I do a mastermind session for my coaching folks. And come in here and let's see what time is that? I got 3 more minutes. Okay, so basically here's what you want to do. This is where you're going to tell your story. Now, everything that you do, the fact that you work in a business, we want to position you to be perceived as what we put in here is what attracts people, what gives you the credibility for people that you can reach out and talk to. For example, we could come up here and we could do a search for people that are looking for opportunities. Now, we could add people. So right now, there's 2,210,000 people that are looking for an opportunity. What we want to do is filter that down. So we can come over here to location. We could say, you know what? I just want the United States. Or I could do the United States and Canada. So now I filtered it down to 784,000. Next, we can say, looking for opportunities in sales. You're looking for business builders. So we have 247,000 people that are looking for opportunities in sales. Your profile. Let's take a look at Chanel here. So she's in Miami.
Yeah, she's got the green open to work there too.
Exactly. That's why I picked her. But now what you have to do, we have to come down here and look at activity. So she's a waitress, bartender. We found her because we were looking for somebody in sales. So somewhere in here, she's got a sales background. And frankly, anybody that's in this industry, I guarantee you, she knows all about network marketing. All right. Now, so the question is, how active is she? Because if she's not active, so we come back over here and we look at activity.
I saw where she hadn't posted anything yet.
Right. Well, posting is one thing. Well, let's see if she's reacted to anything, if she's interacted. So she liked something that was posted a week ago. So that tells you she's active. All right. So you reaching out to her, you need to be someone that she would want to talk to, someone that has the credibility that she would benefit from knowing. That's how we that's the power of the profile. You send me your phone number. I can give you a call this afternoon. About maybe 2. Are you available around 2 o'clock?
Yeah, I'm on Central Time. Would that be 1 o'clock my time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be here.
I'll give you a call and I'll point some things out to you. But I remember when I saw that nuclear submarine thing, we came up with something where where we described. I worked for how was it? I worked on nuclear submarines and not to worry, I don't glow in the dark, something like that, or
Yeah, okay, I got you. Yeah, everybody always asks me, "Hey, you glow in the dark?"
exactly. Or the other one was, I'd be delighted to tell you more about what I do, but then I'd have to kill you. Or
Yeah, right.
you have to. It's all about humor, and it's all about getting people to like you to a point where they want to talk to you. Now, it's not up to us to sell. It's up to us to determine if there's an opportunity to sell. And that's where this whole thing with LinkedIn has gotten so big. I mean, it is 29 years. I've never seen it like this. I've never seen.
Max, I've been on LinkedIn for 13 years, and I never knew all of this existed. I mean, you really opened my eyes, and I just when I did a few of the things you said, I said, "Wow, look at all of this. This is way better than Facebook."
Yeah, it is. It is. Let me ask you, John, how did you find out about me?
How'd what?
How did you find out about me?
Through Namdo.
Oh, super. He's one of my favorite people.
Oh, he's great. Yeah, he uses a lot of your suggestions when he does little private trainings and all of that. And so that's how I got to know who you are.
Yeah. I think it was like 13 years ago. He'd been in a number of businesses and he never really had any kind of luck. And then, he went through my boot camps and we started working together and he built up a team. I think it was like 14,000 people that were working. Now he's up to 60.
I think that was his organo business.
That's right. That's right. And he's doing something else, but he's still, he still supports everybody in organo. So, so you in his new business?
Yes, I am.
Okay, super. So, all right, I'll give you a call at 2 o'clock my time, 1 o'clock yours, and we'll give you some extra tips. As for the rest of you folks, Let's see. Let me come down here. Richard, I saw a report. I don't think you need to reorder Max GPT. If any of you haven't, okay, again, you need to do it because by Wednesday, if you haven't done it, I mean, there's no, do it later. Okay. Now, Ian, we have, there's a process to doing this, okay? And when we do a session, right, first, you need to jump on our Zoom session. All right. So we're going to confirm over LinkedIn. We're doing a session. We'll do it ahead of time. We're doing a session tomorrow. Send me a note. Doing a session. First thing you're going to do is I'm going to send you a link for a Zoom session. So you jump on the Zoom session so we can talk. Then I'm going to send you another link so we could jump into that other program so that I'm actually in your account. Okay? We got to do it in that sequence. And I just want to tell you, if you like Max GPT now, by the end of August, you are going to absolutely flip out and love it even more. All right. Now, the difference between Max GPT and Bootcamp is with Bootcamp, we're introducing a lot of new strategies. It's a totally different thing. Max GPT makes it convenient to ask a question. Let's see. Anyway, Sunday night, I'm going to be doing a special training where I'm going to talk about all the changes that are taking place in network marketing in preparation for our top earner retreat at the end of the month. We're going to talk about companies like Rodan and Fields, companies like Max International, companies like can't think of Juice Plus, that are all spiraling down. And when it comes to finding whales, here's the thing you all need to understand. It is just as easy. In fact, let me just bring them up because the picture's worth 1,000 words. Francisco today has 500,000 people in his business. 500,000 people. And he gets whales. So how does he get whales? He connects with people in network marketing that share his interests, share his passions, and they're also in network marketing. They don't have to be whales. But anybody in a company that's relatively active can bring you to a whale. So he sent me this in March last year. Living the network marketing dream. The whale that I enrolled in my business in December. Somebody was in the company. The company was breaking up, introduced them to the whale. The whale brought in 80,000 people. He had 200,000 people. He brought 80,000 people into his business. And we can go up here and we could see. So his company started a recruiting contest in August. But he was so busy enrolling the top earner from another company that had a team of 600,000 people. He didn't have time to recruit. But in the last 7 days of the month, following the scripts and the strategy, he enrolled 25 people. That's a lot of people. How do you enroll 25 people in a week? You're enrolling 2 or 3 people a day. How do you do that? You use any one of the strategies. It could be the birthday strategy. It could be a holiday strategy. You post something that people react to. And then the people that reacted are the people that you talk to. Signing up 2 or 3 people in one day is not hard. Now, these weren't people that he just met. These were people that he'd been connected to for a long time. So the longer you've been on it, John, if you've been on LinkedIn for a while and you've got any kind of connections, a lot of those people could very well end up being prospects for your business. At any event, I sent over the link to the mastermind session that's going to start at 1 o'clock. And for those of you that haven't registered for boot camp yet, I'm going to leave it open for another week. Okay, I tell you what, it says database problem. Bonnie, put your phone number in there, and I'll have somebody call you in the next 10 minutes and help you get it going. Just put your phone number in there.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm in the process of
Yeah.
hanging up. We'll catch up to all of you next
That's
time.
okay, yeah.